And that is why you do not go outside. As you saw from that clip, we have us another reincarnation isekai on our hands. So we will look at, as a reincarnated aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Yes, another light novel title that's super long and explains pretty much the entire plot. So what you can get from that is, instead of the MC being, OP and whatnot, instead he's going to gather a bunch of OP people around him and form an OP army. That's kind of the vibe you can get from that, right? We can already see that here with how his appraisal skill works. So he's able to see everything numerically and ranks, like you can see like infantry's D level, smithing is D level, naval is D level. So ranked by probably A through, I don't know, A through F, assuming. I don't know if there's anything, maybe there might be an S. But yeah, and see, you can find out that he's an archer at B. So why is he using a spear when he's better in archery? Off of that nature, he can see values like that. And there's even more, like, better demonstration of it. Let's go over to... This is him doing appraisal on his own father, who's the leader of the Lovent family, aka. And as you can see here, his stats are crazy. Oh yeah, see, it does have an S. I missed that. He has cavalry S, infantry S, and then it has numerical values for other things like leadership, prowess, ingenuity, diplomacy. Imagine being able to build an army with just like knowledge of this. You can definitely build an OP army with knowledge of this. He even has archery under his belt. So stuff of that nature. So that's just from his father. So he later on discovers kind of like a homeless, mistreated, I don't know, per se kid, maybe young adult on the streets, and of course raises it. So what does he find? Well, he finds his comparison to Nobunaga, which is the game he was essentially playing at the beginning before getting reincarnated, and discovers these more or less god tier stats for him, and wants him as a retainer. That makes sense, right? He's trying to build up a group of strong people to help him out and help with control on his domain, right? So this is a comparison to Nobunaga, which is from Japanese lore. I believe he's a very powerful samurai, isn't he? I don't have all the notes up on my, but I believe that's the case. So yeah, he wants him, and I can see why. Obviously, look at these stats. Who wouldn't want somebody with all these stats? They're even probably more well-rounded than his father's. Like a bunch of building, smithing, strategists, archery, infantry, a lot more well-rounded. So, thus he tries to, and of course, again, this guy's mistreated, so everybody is gonna. So the father is gonna want to test. Which actually the fight's kind of cool. I'll show a little bit of it. So here's kind of how a little bit how the fight. It's pretty simplistic, nothing crazy or anything, but it's still pretty nice for what you would expect from a show like this, right? Yeah, see, like little things like that, and how powerful he is because of his high stats and everything. It's kind of like comparison. But anyway, obviously from this he gains the father's approval, and thus he can now start his gathering of the strongest possible. Which we already kind of seen the preview, and there's another one that's also in the opening. You kind of see, even in the picture, all the strong people he's gathering up using his appraisal skill, which I think is definitely a different approach. Even though months back or so, we had As a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom, where he did kind of the same thing. He didn't rely on a skill or anything like that. But it is going to be a fun premise. I enjoyed As a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom, obviously, so I'm probably going to enjoy this one as well. So if you are interested in this as well, let me know your thoughts on As a Reincarnated Aristocrat. I will use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.